Energize.
So wait, they're all going.
Yeah.
Who's technically in command of the area? Scotty?
Well, they're at a peaceful planet, where the Commodore's at.
Theoretically.
Do you think something's gonna go wrong?
There's ominous music playing already.
Oh. Enterprise. Cestus 3 has been destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Peaceful planet? It's been destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, this episode, a little silly, but honestly, the writing, it's pretty solid. This creature's slow.
The writing's pretty solid. Both of them paint Earthlings and the Enterprise as intruders.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually, to me, kind of raises the episode. I like those questions. It makes it a little deeper and more complex, and it also makes you kind of curious, what's the ultimate resolution going to be?
Hey, my name is Yahel, and I have watched every single episode of Star Trek
Far, far, far.
Too many times.
Trying to make a thing. I don't know if that's
I didn't know we were trying to make it a
But
thing.
I'm Mike, and I'm very new to the world of Star Trek. In fact, all these episodes, this is the very first time I've seen any of them. Not a clip, not an iota of who the characters are, the world, what's supposed to be going on, the years between. I know nothing. And I accept that.
You've seen some GIFs, and obviously you've seen Kirk before.
Yeah, and that's kind of how this started for those of you new to us. He would always talk about Star Trek and the cool guest actors, and after a while, I just said one day, I'm like, I'm going to start watching it. What should I start with? And he'd give me suggestions, and of course, being the procrastinator I am, never got around to any of them. And finally, it's like, look, let's do this channel. I have ascertained in conversations that like the next generation is that's a lot of people start with that. So TOS might be a little bit newer, but I'm going to tell you, I can't imagine anything else but Captain Kirk.
Okay,
Shatner's the man.
Wow.
I'm enjoying it.
I wonder why he's so insistent that our tactical aids come down.
Isn't it enough the Commodore is famous for his hospitality? I, for one, could use a good non-reconstituted meal.
These cubes are getting stale.
Energize.
So wait, they're all going.
Yeah.
Who's technically in command of the area? Scotty?
Well, they're at a peaceful planet, where the Commodore's at.
Theoretically.
Do you think something's gonna go wrong?
There's ominous music playing already.
Oh. Enterprise. Cestus 3 has been destroyed.
Oh, okay.
Peaceful planet? It's been destroyed.
That was a good map painting, though.
Kind of a cool shot.
Yeah. Great use of map painting and on location again.
On landing, we have discovered that the outpost has been destroyed.
Question is, what happened to the private chef?
Internal injuries for certain. He's in a bad way, Captain.
Keep him alive, Bones. I want to know what's been happening here.
Keep him alive, not for his own sake.
I just need information.
Getting another life reading, Captain. Azimuth 93 degrees, range 1570
Oh, they
yards.
dubbed over this badly.
Captain, I see something!
Kirk to Enterprise. Lock on transporters. Beam us up.
We're coming under attack. We can't beam you up. I've just rigged up defensive screens.
Wow.
Well, who's in command?
Sulu's taking control.
We'll have to make do with what we've got.
These are pretty big explosions. Oh. Pretty close. Wow, that seemed awfully close. I'm sure it wasn't.
That was a good-looking roll on his shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I've read Shatner got tinnitus from this episode. Is that him? No, that's a stunt guy. That's a stunt guy.
Clear, Captain, but you...
Never mind about me. Protect my ship.
Loves the ship.
Photon torpedoes negative, Captain.
Now, it's funny seeing him in this position because we haven't yet.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think McCoy said that Sulu has a lot of combat experience too.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know we're just only hearing a lot of these explosions, but we've also seen a lot of explosions, big ones.
You want to know what? Hearing the explosions, though, it's
better than seeing them.
It was almost like the last episode, just the image, the shadow of the gallows.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even need to see the gallows.
Yeah. These are pretty close to him. And
Did they go to Leonard McCoy and be like...
I think that's Leonard Nimoy. I don't know. Might have been him.
Did they come to him this episode and be like, hey, buddy, you're going to need to get a little physical on this one?
If I were them, I'd go to the high ground on the right. Azimuth 87.
I love that Kirk gets input from his crew,
Yeah.
Shows that he trusts them, that he's chosen good people.
That's true, yeah. Or maybe he's like, bail me out. I don't know the answer to this one.
I'll blame you in my report.
I look good shirtless, but I don't know the answer to this one.
The alien's withdrawing. screens are down. We can beam you up now, sir.
I want a search party of 30 medical personnel beamed down immediately to search for survivors.
So we can get out of here. Nah, bring more people.
They knocked out our phaser batteries with their first salvo. They didn't let up for a moment. They hit us a full day before you got there, Captain. No messages came from us, Captain.
Kind of like the last episode. They're keeping the suspense.
Yeah.
Destroy the Enterprise, and everything is wide open.
Necessarily, sir. Several possible explanations come.
How can you explain a massacre like that?
I like how he shut him down.
Invasion.
Zulu here, sir.
Is the alien still making Warp 5?
Affirmative, sir.
Overtake.
Really good acting from Leonard Nimoy in his face, because
He clearly disagrees. Or
well, to me, his face said, "Well, if Kirk thinks like it's an invasion, I accept, that he's figured it out."
Red alert. I repeat, red alert. This is no drill. This is no drill.
so red alert clearly does not happen that often.
No, red alert is shields up, everybody to battle stations. Usually,
Does that become a thing later?
Oh, yeah.
Does it?
They must be aware we're after them, sir. They've gone to Warp 6 also.
Warp factor 7.
Aye, sir.
Okay.
Why the
Same-
dramatic? Is that like take up more power or what?
I guess we'll find out.
More dangerous?
A sustained warp 7 speed will be dangerous, Captain.
Thank you, Spock.
They may be faster than we are.
So it's like driving 120 miles an hour.
Yeah, you can do it, but is it a good idea?
Alien ship maintaining interval, Captain. Now at Warp 7.
Warp factor 8.
I wish.
Nuts?
Captain, sensors report we're being scanned.
The alien. It's slowing down. It stopped, dead in space.
Prepare to fire phaser banks. Sensors, lock on.
I've never seen Kirk so like antagonistic here.
We're stopped, Captain. It's impossible, but...
Lighting's cool here.
Yeah. And earlier I was just gonna say we haven't seen any like interesting lighting, but now we do.
You are one of 2 crafts which have come into our space on a mission of violence. We will resolve your conflict in the way most suited to your limited mentalities. The place we have prepared for you contains sufficient elements for either of you to construct weapons lethal enough to destroy the other.
But was he chasing the other ship or was he chasing this thing?
No. He was chasing this ship, the Gorn,
Yeah.
and they, flew by this system controlled by
So
these
is this like
aliens.
another system entirely?
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
or-
I mean, they travel
okay.
faster than light.
He's gone.
Almost like getting like pulled over,
Kind of, yeah.
Like
This
in a
is-
different county,
yeah.
and it's like
This is the Gorn.
he looks like he's wearing an apron.
But you've seen this creature before because there's like Priceline ads with him and
I have
Shatner.
not seen the Gord before.
I've sent you gifs
I
many
wasn't
times
paying
over the
attention.
years.
I've ignored them.
So, folks, when you're worried I'm spoiling something for him, I'm not. He can't remember.
He looks like he's wearing wrestling gear. He's got like armbands.
Weaponless.
How about those calves? Really nice calves.
Nice calves.
This is an intelligent, highly advanced individual.
It's like clearly the ship you will find the weapons you need to make advanced weapons. Tree branch. Oh, Kirk, he doesn't seem very. That was pretty terrible.
Oh, he just did the can clap.
Get out of here.
He's selling it just like in wrestling.
Well, his hearing's disoriented.
Yeah, of course.
I actually, in my WWE tryout match, I worked the ear. I was trying to take away his equilibrium.
Yeah. You guys know all those great 5-star WWE matches where the ear is worked.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of making it seem a little heavy. How did
Shatner like walked into it. He was over there.
Well, you know how it is in a wrestling match. You're gonna walk into the high cross body sometimes.
I'm engaged in personal combat with a creature apparently called a Gorn. He's immensely strong.
It's like Vince
talking about
McMahon.
me.
It's like when Vince McMahon peered up from under the ring.
Fortunately, though strong, he's not agile.
No, he's not.
It's like he's talking shit about me.
It does look like that.
What are you going to do, Mr. Spock?
I'm going to wait, Doctor.
What about the captain?
If I could help him, I would.
They sure do love the Vasquez rocks.
Yet the Metrons said there would be weapons. if I could find them.
I don't think I would.
Instead of wondering where, why don't you look? Instead of pontificating to the gods like the ultimate warrior, why don't you walk around and look?
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, is this the time to be this eloquent?
I know, like you're trying to survive.
See, like the Gorn's working.
Yeah.
He's
Gorn's
serious.
trying to go with the strategy.
He's over there like doing metallurgy.
Yeah, don't lift it over your head.
But if
this
it's
looks
that-
heavy enough. He should not be lifting it up.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
he rolls it off.
Yeah. Because if he did that, like that would be
that's-
ridiculous. But yeah, it went on like 30 seconds too long. More like 5 days. Like,
Instead of running away.
or maybe he was playing possum. Maybe this didn't really.
No,
hurt.
that rock was kind of on the top of his neck.
Yeah.
Kirk, if you're running at
Oh, he had set up a trap for Kirk.
No, get the hell out of here.
Yes.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Does he have a knife?
Yeah, the thing he was working on. Remember when we said he's working?
Look, Shatner's accepted. Oh, that's a good commercial.
Yeah, it's a great cut to commercial.
We urgently desire a conference. Please answer.
Yes.
The Metron's like, we're having too much
Back.
fun watching this. We're not willing to negotiate yet.
Yeah.
Your captain is losing his battle. We believe you have very little time left. We are not without compassion. We will allow you to see and hear what is now transpiring.
But I love how they're like, we're compassionate. We'll let you watch him die.
I weary of the chase.
He looks like he's holding court.
You established an outpost in our space.
Can that be true? Was Cestus 3 an intrusion on their space?
That's interesting.
We know very little about that section of the galaxy.
So let's set up an outpost.
But yeah, they just added a bunch of layers to this Gorn.
Yeah, absolutely. And how does the Gorn have the same communication thing that he had?
Well, the Metrons said we're giving you.
Oh,
each
they gave
recording
me.
device.
Okay.
But the Gorn was smart, and instead of using it, he just listened into Kirk and learned a bunch about him.
Idiot Kirk.
Fascinating.
Oh, he's making like a launcher.
Well, this little like cannon thing, it looks a little bit like the one from the first act when they were putting blue balls in.
Yeah, it does.
So yeah, I think that was a little bit of a foreshadowing. Yeah, I mean this episode a little silly, but honestly the writing, it's pretty solid. This creature's slow.
The writing's pretty solid.
Maybe this particular Gorn just has bad knees.
Oh shit. Is he gonna stab him? Is he gonna stab him?
No, I won't kill you. Maybe you thought you were protecting yourself when you attacked the outpost. You're a Metron?
No one knows how to pronounce their names apparently. Metron.
Yeah.
You demonstrated the advanced trait of mercy. There is hope for you.
Captain.
You somehow got out of this again.
Somehow. But he did solve it himself.
Funny, he's not
Unlike
all.
last time.
He's not all. You know what I mean?
Oh, I guess the Metrons, you know.
They cleaned him
They
up.
cleaned him
They
up,
cleaned him
yeah.
up before we went home.
Just plot a course for us back to Cestus 3.
Wait, so why are they gonna go back to Cestus 3?
Just to want to search for survivors. And to talk.
We're a most promising species, Mr. Spock. As predators go, did you know that?
I've frequently had my doubts.
They almost always end like on a little light scene.
Yeah.
Or lately at least.
They have the last few. Have,
Yeah. So we just finished watching Arena.
Did we?
I'm giddy. What did you say the other reaction?
Giddy with gratitude.
I'm giddy with gratitude. Well, you should be giddy about Arena, I suspect. But
I'm giddy for Gorn. I'll tell you that.
well, let's get your rating because I'm really curious. Out of 5 stars, what would you give this?
3.75.
So last episode,
which I gave the same rating to the last episode,
and I gave it like a little less than yours. I think I gave it like a quarter less than yours
because I
Squire
see
of
some
Gothos.
similarities.
Yeah,
up the front, I see some similarities.
So for me, actually, I'm gonna go higher. I give this a 4. It's such a fun, ridiculous episode in so many ways, but it's also serious and it's just fun for me.
It is, and it's so funny. My reason for it, and I'm not, I'm like second guessing that you said that because I was teetering around 4 or slightly over 4 for the reason of I actually kind of like the moral lessons. And I mean, really with the Gorns and the Metrons, I guess we were debating how to pronounce that.
The silver ones. Well, the episode was debating.
Both of them paint Earthlings and the Enterprise as intruders. So that actually, to me, kind of raises the episode. I like those questions because as this is going on, it's making me think. In every episode, we're accustomed to the Enterprise and Kirk are the good guys and blah blah blah, and like in this one, it kind of makes it it a little deeper and more complex, and it also makes you kind of curious. What's the ultimate resolution going to be? Which actually, I want to raise it to 4 because I love the resolution too. And yes, the ridiculous I liked.
The stuff with the Gorn costume, the slow motion.
Yeah, it's kind of hokey.
The hokey stuff is a very small part of the episode. It's just like a very loud part of the episode.
Yeah, but again, I think it speaks to the acting and the writing, though, that we can overlook the hokiness of the costume. Like, okay, there's still like a story. And even when we were joking, we're like, oh, the Gorn's working. Shatner's just ruminating, giving his recap for when which I like that in the last episode, he did think he was going to perish. Maybe he did in this one also. And he's like, look, let me leave a record for whoever finds this.
Yeah.
But then in the end, we were joking, and the Gorn it kind of changed our opinion.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, the Gorn is smart. He's working on a trap. And I'm like, is he? I'm like, oh, he is. And
not only...
You kind of forgot that as a longtime viewer. You apparently don't know your Gorn so well. So.
My God. You're not the man I knew when we started this a month ago.
I'm a little pro-Gorn. They're misunderstood.
No, you're such a fucking Trekkie now. It's insane. This comment comes from Teddy Salad 13. People love to make fun of this episode, and it certainly is a product of its time and budget. But I think it's also the quintessential episode of Star Trek. Can't wait to see your take on this one. Yeah, a lot of people make fun of Arena because of the Gorn costume. But you took it pretty seriously once they explained that, Starfleet or the Federation had encroached on their territory. You didn't really go crazy over the costume.
And also, again, if this was like the second or third episode of Star Trek, maybe I would have been like, what is this or something.
Sure.
But at this point, I've been so invested in the characters and the storytelling, and even I actually, in a little bit of a quick mini, rewatch recap, like the beginning of the episode with all Kirk's running and the detonations. It felt like I was like, for a second, and I kind of had forgotten this. I'm like, the intro seemed almost like a Saving Private Ryan, where he's really dodging peril, and it was grounded enough. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm worried for him. That by the time we got to the Gorn, yes, it's ridiculous, but it wasn't the first thing on my mind, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And rewatching it, I'm like, how could you not laugh at it? And we're laughing at it.
No, and we had some fun with it, as I remember. Like we filmed Arena, our reaction to that a couple months ago, so we may be a little fuzzy on our reactions because I haven't edited it yet, but
most of your life is pretty fuzzy.
Yes,
from what
I'm the one with the coffee. We had a little bit of fun with the costume, but like you said, the story's so good.
But then even at the end with the resolution, how he doesn't want to kill it and stuff too. There's enough moments of it that are really grounded. It's ridiculous, and look, this is 60s television.
But it melts away, like those elements of, the costume is dated.
You kind of forget about it.
All right, this comment comes from frequent viewer and commenter, Trekkie74205. This was the first full script written by Gene L. Kuhn. We've had other people comment about it.
I feel like I've seen that name, though, pop up.
Yeah, he's a producer.
Yeah.
As you have seen all of Season 1, it's true, we've already filmed Season 1. As you have seen all of Season 1, I will say he created the Klingons, the Gorn, the name United Federation of Planets, and the name Starfleet Command, among other things. Such a huge impact. Thanks, guys. #HankFan.
Oh, Hank's not here. I just looked to his usual spot.
He's here in spirit.
Maybe I'll gnaw on his bone, but
for him.
But those are important contributions. And one thing I've enjoyed about this journey, even, and I'm excited going forward, it's, we mentioned every top of my head, there's Janice and Rigel 2, and we joke the cabaret on Rigel 2, Bones referenced in a recent one. But these little fun tidbits of just learning about the world and the Federation, like in Balance of Terror, we learn about the line and the treaty and everything.
Zone.
And that's so interesting. And that's stuff that's important, and it's stuff you can revisit for future episodes and play around with, and just to me it's just great storytelling and attention to detail that rewards a viewer. So
yeah, compared to the Man Trap, the world feels so much more flushed out at this point.
I mean, how could you even compare it to the Man? I get
that was the first episode, but I'm just saying, they've done a good job of sprinkling in all these things,
fleshing out what the world is. And I mean, we mentioned this frequently, but not just the world, but the Enterprise and their mission, different characters and people on the Enterprise.
And I love that because a modern TV show, I feel like the first episode you get a lot of exposition dump to explain the world and set up the show. And here we just get it.
It's been sprinkles.
Little tidbits. And I don't know, I kind of prefer this.
Yeah, I like rainbow sprinkles. They're great.
This next comment comes from Rob Phillips 1797. I feel this episode demonstrates Kirk's character. He's relentless and fierce in battle, but merciful in victory. I don't find the Gorn costume silly. The intelligent story and location filming drew me into what was happening.
100%.
My only real criticism is that I was uncomfortable with the long, drawn-out scene in sickbay when they questioned the survivor of Cestus 3. Maybe better editing would have helped.
Well, I mean,
maybe it was a little longer than it needed to be, which is, I think, what they were saying that scene. But I think we both are definitely on board with what you said about it demonstrating Kirk's character and how he's merciful in victory, and how we've talked a little bit already about how the Gorn costume, I don't know, like I guess it is silly, but
even
it doesn't feel silly, because of the story and everything is so good.
No, it doesn't. And even to go what you just said about Kirk's character, I mean, this episode, much like Squire Gothos, where he was ready to kind of sacrifice himself for the greater good, I mean, this similar. I mean, similar theme of just who he is and what he's about, and yeah.
This comment comes from Paul D6967. The Gorn have a good plan for the ambush. If you look closely, you will see that they took the time to put signs over the entrances to different portions of the base to identify the function of what was beyond each door. So that's something I'd have to go back and see, but I guess he's saying that in that initial, like, you know, where all the explosions are happening, that the Gorn had put up signs and things to help themselves with the ambush. Just a nice detail. I'm gonna.
I'd have to go back and rewatch that. But that's great. That's great to keep that in mind for a rewatch. Though. I mean, that's.
And this is one of the things I love about these comments, Mike, is like people will drop in tidbits like that I've never noticed. I mean, this is your first time watching it, so of course you haven't had the chance to notice this stuff. And yeah, thanks.
Also, just first time. Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm going to be overwhelmed just by everything going on. That you're going to miss stuff, you know. And there's a lot of movies like that or TV shows where. If you rewatch a couple times, you're just going to pick up on like smart little Easter eggs or whatever they call them these days. My knowledge of William Shatner was he was on The King's Court on Monday Night Raw in an interview segment with Jerry Lawler. I'm not joking. And just like, William Shatner, Star Trek, and I'm like, stuff I'm not interested in, whatever. Like, I don't know.
I'm telling you guys, that's why he's the perfect person to do this watch with, because.
And I have not been the perfect person for anything.
No, the first
42. 31 years of existence.
First time for everything. Wow, you got younger from last time you said your age.
I'm in a time warp. What can I say?
All right, those are all the comments for Arena. Again, just kind of keep a lookout for community YouTube posts where we'll try to ask for these comments ahead of time so we can edit them into the same episode that we react to.
And always thank you for your support. We love it.